Hi Libra, and welcome to your TarotVideoScope for August 2016 by Amma. Please make sure that you do check out your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign because this is a general reading. If you'd like to schedule a private session with me, please contact me through my website amalightworker.com or through my email amalightworker@gmail.com. And please like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing, you allow me to take messages that could be relating to you as well. And as always, I'm going to be posting a link in the show more box below, in the description box below, where you can click if you want to hear a continuation of this video through Vimeo for download and purchase. Alright then, without further ado, let's move on with your reading. The general feelings that I am picking up, they have to do with relationships, important decisions, or having to choose an important direction, success and an accomplishment, and new people, mentors, teachers, or friendships entering your life. Let's break it down one by one. In the position of representing you, you have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, to me, it is a card that denotes being seen by others as unfit, but remain together. Misery, but also hope. This is a reminder for you that a true partner or a true friend stays with you in good times and in bad times. It also means seeking out a new, more accepting society. And it also means not everything is lost. Let me focus so this way I can hear what my guides are trying to tell me through the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, it's going to be a big moment of realization. Some of you re-examining your current relationship, whether it's a love relationship, whether you are engaged, married, you've been together for a long time or for a short time. I do feel like you are kind of focusing on the idea that something here needs to change or to be better, and you are focusing on you, what you can change about you. They are telling me that sometimes it's not about you or your partner, it's about the energy and the karma that this relationship needs to go through. Sometimes you can meet a great or wonderful person, and maybe they are a match, but there's going to be something important here to release and to heal from others. For many of you, you are going to go through this kind of energy or kind of thinking that kind of bothers you, where either a situation or someone is urging you to choose someone more appropriate. It does feel like more age appropriate for some of you. So maybe there is a significant age difference between the two of you that maybe someone around you doesn't really think that is wise or wiser, or you are not playing your cards safe. It could be presenting a possible blockage. So this is the kind of thoughts that are coming to you from other people. I don't feel that this is even your own thinking. I do feel like this is other people's ideas and thoughts that are influencing your feelings. It does feel to me like also this is like one thing that my guides are describing to me for some of you. This could also be that you need to make an important decision in relation to a relationship. Whether to are we going to make it to the next level or not. I don't feel like it's a moment of separation or an official divorce for you, but I do feel like in your mind you need to make a decision and follow that decision, follow through with everything in relation to that decision. And again, I am picking up, and another reason that the Five of Pentacles showed up, because I do feel like for most couples, also remember that you have free will. Not everything is written in stone. So you also have the power to change your future, or to change your future. So I do feel that it's going to be a big moment of a big momentum forward in your relationships. Whatever was affecting your relationship, and it does feel to me like a lot of external factors, work issues, money issues, distance, legal or immigration issues for some of you, and that's how they interfered in your relationship. But I do feel like now the universe is conspiring on your behalf, because you are meant to stay together a little bit longer, or a long term. And this is how the universe was testing this relationship, like how much do you want to stay together in the middle of a hurricane where everything was happening around the two of you, and you had a lot of interferences. So for some of you, it was a big moment when you proved to yourself and to the universe that both of you want to move forward and enjoy your current relationship. It's going to be a big moment of a momentum forward, whether you are in a relationship or not. They are telling me that anything standing in your way that wasn't somehow or interfering or wasn't allowing you to attract the kind of the relationship that you desire to have, I do feel like in August, one by one, you are going to see little things coming to a conclusion, coming to a completion. It's going to be a big moment of forgiveness and a big moment of moving forward and realizing your own feelings first and foremost. Now, for some of you, this could also be an old couple. Maybe you want to... I don't feel like someone is contacting you or reaching out to you. I do feel like you may realize that you want to go back to a previous relationship, Libra. So you could be having any feelings and thoughts and ideas around going back and reviving one of your past love relationships for some of you. I also feel like the Five of Pentacles did show up because some of you are presented with an opportunity to travel or to move permanently in a brand new place, and it does feel to me like a place from which you are starting on that moment, this is how you're going to start to build on to the success for the rest of your life. So for some of you, not for all of you. And if this doesn't make any sense for the general for the purpose of this general reading, I am also going to say that not all is lost. Okay, always remember that not everything is lost. One door closes, another one opens. The next card that showed up for you is the King of Swords, and it does fall in the position of what could be crossing you. And the King of Swords represents a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. So this could be you, because this is a reading for Libra. And the King of Swords represents someone that could be a judge, or he's someone that appears to be judging everything and anyone, appears to be very harsh in their judgment, but this may not be the case. He does have this kind of personality where he expects other people to follow him, his beliefs first. However, this is a person to go to if you need some advice and if you are in need of a decision. So let me focus this way. I can find out why the King of Swords showed up and how that relates to you. It does feel to me like, again, having to make an important decision, especially when it comes to your education. For some of you, having to choose a course of study or a possible course of study. I do feel that even through your line of work, you are making this decision that I really want to achieve some success, or I want to complete whatever project you have right now. And it does feel to me like some of you really are going to need some hands-on practical help. I don't feel that this is a decision that you have to make on your own. I do feel like a teacher or a mentor or someone of a higher position could be helping you to sort out this new direction. So it could be a new direction with a course of study, or what other courses, certifications, what else can you learn to advance your career. If you are someone that, if you are a psychologist, if you do counseling, or if you are a judge or a lawyer, I do feel that August is going to be very successful for you. You are going to find yourself to be busy, and you are going to find yourself when you are really going to have this deeper sense of satisfaction through your work. I am also picking up through the King of Swords some sort of a breakthrough, new discovery when it comes to surgery procedure. So whatever they are describing to me so far, it seems to be like very general. So it does feel to me like, again, hearing about the breakthrough news in relation to some new medical treatments, and more especially that is related to surgeries, new surgical procedures, or new surgical tools. And the King of Swords also showed up because it does feel to me like either you had some friction with the father or with the boss at work. And I do feel like, even though you had some frictions, I do feel like they are appointing you to do something important. They are appointing you in charge of a very important project. I do feel like you could be handling some affairs on behalf of your father, resolving matters on their behalf. For some of you, kind of stepping in temporarily to be the leader of the family, kind of to step into this father role for some of you, into dealing and resolving some family affairs. And when it comes to work, I do feel like, again, this is either you are in charge, you are thinking of becoming your own boss, or working more independently without anybody on your shoulders. Whatever it is, I do feel like this friction is going to be resolved between you and a boss or an authority figure at work, because again, they are choosing you to do something important. Their eye is on you. You could be the one qualified to take on a very important project that eventually is going to lead you to a higher leadership position, maybe even a higher management for some of you. It could also mean to me that now the verdict is in, or some sort of a legal decision that is final could show up for you. So finalizing some legal or important paperwork. The next card that showed up for you is the Sun, and it does fall in the position of what's above you. So that means that a bright new future for you, success, accomplishment. It does denote to me being happy as a child, receiving a good news in relation to a child. If you had some health concerns in relation to you or worried about the health of a child around you, again, I am picking up good news in relation to your health or to the health of your child. The sun also represents how society sees you, how society perceives you. I do feel like this is going to be a great moment of socializing for you, making brand new friends that are more like-minded, friends that make you feel adorned and supported. And I do feel like there's going to be a very big important event being celebrated. To me, the sun also represents a marriage. So this could be for some of you your own marriage, or it could be attending a wedding. I do feel like many of you are going to focus on not only feeling better internally, but also feeling better externally. I do feel like a lot of brand new things for you. Changing your physical appearance, buying new clothes. Some of you could be dealing with matters of buying a new car. For some of you, I do feel like going to an important concert, it feels like for some of you. Some sort of a big singer or a big artist, and you are so excited and ecstatic about it. So some sort of a big event like that. And it does seem to me like you could be receiving a good news in relation to some traveling plans. It could also be in relation to some international planning. I do feel like something comes to a conclusion or to a culmination point, and this is allowing you to simply now focus on having fun and celebrating. And let me figure, this is also, I don't know why I keep hearing like publishing something, being more successful way in whatever is it that you're doing, whatever is it that you want, maybe pass on a big message to the masses. So it could be publishing an article, advertising, maybe your resume is accepted, or maybe you wrote an article or a research paper and now not got approved to be published. So it does feel to me like also some sort of success when it comes to writing or publishing, editing, that kind of a thing. And if this doesn't make sense to you for the purpose of this general reading, I'm also going to say that this is a big moment of success, accomplishment, and a big momentum that allows you to move forwards. And in the next card that showed up for you, you have the Queen of Swords. And again, this is interesting. So you got the King of Swords, and now you have the Queen of Swords. And it denotes a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, sun sign, rising sign, or the moon sign. So again, this could be you for some of you. And this Queen of Swords represents authority of public life or ideas. She could be a lawyer, a therapist, or work for a law enforcement agency. She's very firm in her ideas. She is in a position of power and authority. She's very creative. She's got a very creative mind, and she could be offering advice based on her own life experience. So I do feel like it is a big moment for Libra, because a lot of female Libras are going to notice that a lot of authority or higher up positions could be offered to female Libras. So this is going to be a big moment for female Libras when you are going to realize your own abilities and how strong you can be, and you could be getting ready to take some big role in your work or a big role in your life. I do feel like, so the King of Swords showed up and the Queen of Swords showed up. Let me see here if there is a connection. There's going to be someone, you could be you recently got together, or you could be getting together with someone that eventually the two of you could be known as the power couple. There's a power couple for some of you, so this is the case for some of you. Again, you could be dealing with a lawyer to work out some very important paperwork in relation to a business that you are opening, or in relation to signing up some important documents, because your career now is moving forward and there's going to be a big momentum to that. I do feel that through the Queen of Swords, she also shows up for you because she's teaching you and she's guiding you. I do feel like she's pointing like a knife. She's pointing out at exactly what needs to be done, how to fix it, how to get out of this situation, and move forward. So you could be having a major breakthrough in any kind of psychological therapy, or any kind of therapy that is related to your health. Maybe some of you could be having some surgeries, or maybe recently you had the surgery and now you are seeing, you are fully recovering, and now you get to see the benefits of that surgery. I am also picking up, I don't know why, but this Queen of Swords is also saying that it's prevention. You got here on time, preventing something. So a big month of prevention somehow. So whatever it is, I do feel that even your own inner authority is going to be greater. You could be granted legal rights or authority in a situation. So let's move on to the next card, and in the position of the near past we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, to me, it is a card that denotes feels trapped, but this is not the case. And another meaning of the card is focusing on life values and the way you think. So it could be the way you think that is creating this idea when you are trapped. Because if you notice in the picture, the Hanged Man is hanging by his feet, so his hands are free. They can move out of the situation anytime they want, but it is they are stuck in a certain way of thinking, or maybe they have these traditions and values that is so stuck up in their mind, and this is what they're doing. Kind of afraid of a change, fear or lack of courage to make a change. So let me figure out a little bit more, and let me see why the Hanged Man showed up. I do feel like for some of you, either recently, you maybe felt a little bit at a limbo. What to do about this, how I can move forward. I'm picking up in a lot of business problems, business affairs, important contracts, business ventures, real estate issues, home or property issues. It comes up to me like all at once. So it could be that in relation to all of these matters you felt at limbo, or in relation to one of these matters. I do feel like you felt like whatever decision you were going to make, it was going to affect everybody else in the family, and I do feel like you were even thinking that this is way too much pressure or responsibility on my shoulders. And now I feel like little by little you are going to gain your independence back, your freedom to make choices without having to fear of the repercussions. I do feel like some of you could be changing their minds. You could be changing your major. I do feel like you are changing something significant that will affect the rest of your life. I do feel like you could also be making a decision to enter a relationship with this person, or to move abroad, like a big move like that, or to move far away. It's going to be even a sudden decision for some of you. So I do feel like maybe you had this chance or these ideas in the past, but you never acted on it. So sometime in August you are going to take that one step and to really look at it in a more practical sense, whether you can do this change a major, enter a relationship that you had some reservations before, or even move at a distance. The next card that showed up for you is the Nine of Cups, and it does fall in the position of the near future. So that is good to know, because to me personally, the Nine of Cups is the happiness card. It denotes to me like having this big moment when you just truly feel blessed, happy, grounded, a big moment of satisfaction and fulfillment. Another moment of another meaning of the card also means generosity, feeling generous toward others, but also other people feeling very generous toward you, feeling understood and supported by others. It also means that your intuition and your creativity are going to be unblocked. There's going to be some brand new ideas like ding 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 going on. You are going to be creating, you're feeling more creative, especially if you are an artist. So someone is going to serve like a muse to inspire you. And another meaning of the card, it also means looking forward to something with your heart. Again, it does feel to me like some of you are going to close an important deal, and now after closing that deal, you are taking a moment off, maybe even for a spa treatment or beauty treatments, massage, like a small getaway just for peace and relaxation. So the Nine of Cups to me, it also means that you have overcome some very important fears, whatever fear was blocking you for achieving success. I do feel like you made your peace with your past, you made your peace with yourself. It is what it is. You decided not to worry anymore. This is it, and you are taking this time just to enjoy yourself. Some of you are looking forward to this brand new relationship. For some of you, looking forward to this job, to this new job position. It could also be a leadership position for some of you. And let me see what else. Let me see, because I keep hearing something, but I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me. The Nine of Cups. I do feel like finances. I do feel like this is a big moment when not only emotionally you are going to feel fulfilled. I don't know if you can see here, but it seems to me like all these little cups in the back they are also telling me that the happier you are, the more financial success you are going to attract your way. So for some of you, it's going to be a big moment when you are going to see a big increase or a big chance for you to increase your earnings. So it's going to be a big moment of happiness. Your intuition is highlighted, and also feeling fulfilled and satisfied. So let's move on to your Akashic Records reading for this month of August. And they said, Libra, there will be a turning around energy for you in August. From a karmic perspective, you need to learn how to be balanced, how to achieve balance in your life, how to distribute focus, attention, and energy and effort equally to all aspects of your life. What takes priority first, second, third, and so on. This is a big life lesson for you. You need to learn sometimes that you need to learn that, because sometimes you feel scattered as you are going in all kinds of directions. But now they are going to send you signs, very specific, strong signs that are all and events are going to happening. And everything is going to point out to one particular direction. Even your intuition now is going to tell you that. You're going to trust your intuition more. So everything is going to point out to one particular decision, one choice, one way, one decision. You have to free your mind from your old beliefs. Free your mind from anything that shaped you into being who you are today. Free of family influences, free of religion influence, and other ideology or philosophy that you have been following. You need to find yourself again. You need to free your inner child. Who are you? Who were you meant to be before you had to adjust to society and to follow the society's rules? You need to just be you again. Be open and free to experience love coming to you from others and love coming from you to others. To experience joy and happiness. And after discovering this inner truth, you will, after discovering yourself, rediscovering yourself, your inner truth, if you decide to follow tradition or some ideas and certain rules and certain religious practices, then so be it. But it must come from you and you only, without being influenced by others. Some of you will have a law of attraction that will take you by surprise. Your old self would never be attracted to this person, but your new self is very attracted to this person. Until you learn to distinguish what your heart feels and what your ego and your pride feels, your search for love, for passion in your life, or to find passion and fulfillment in a specific career direction, will keep on going with you. So these kind of struggles. So you need to ask, is my perception and my judgment is standing in my way? So to answer to this, allow for these two things to happen. One, you need to have a moment of silence to go within and kind of to meditate and to figure out deeply who you are and what you want. And two, they said, you need to have more fun, meet new people, socialize, and they said just dance more. Many of you will choose a different religion or a new spiritual path, or give it up altogether and just be you and feel free for a moment. And let me go back here because I know some of you are going to ask me, well, what's the difference between the pride and the heart? So you can ask, is my heart that is hurt, or is it my pride because I don't feel that is right? Or is it my love? Is it my heart? My heart, I'm heartbroken. Or is it because, oh, I don't feel that this is right and my pride and my ego are hurt? They also said that you will deal with legal matters, paperwork, agreements, business offers, travels, communicating with foreigners, that and also people who live in other countries. You could be having, you will have to deal with banks and bank officials. Some of you will file or formal complaint towards someone. Things will get moving for you, and you may even also experience some big major breakthroughs. So thank you again for watching. Follow me if you wanna hear a continuation of this video. Follow me on Vimeo. I'm gonna click on the link down below. And if you'd like to schedule a private consultation, and maybe reach at amalightworker.com or amalightworker@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. This way I get messages for you as well. Thank you so much, and have a great month ahead of you.